In my mixing bowl, I'm weighing out 20 grams of psyllium husk, 20 grams of raw honey, then I'm adding 290 grams of water, mixing it well, and then I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes. Then in my dry ingredient bowl, I'm going to add 80 grams of potato starch, 60 grams of tapioca starch, 80 grams of sorghum flour, 80 grams of brown rice flour, and finally 12 grams of sea salt. The total weight should be 312 grams or so. I'm going to whisk all the dry ingredients together so that they're well incorporated. Then I'm going to get my 330-gram gluten-free preferment that I made in a previous video, and I'm going to add it to the mixing bowl with my psyllium husk and honey and make sure it's well mixed together. It's going to start gelling up, and this is what will hold your dough together nicely. Add your dry ingredients to your wet ingredients in the mixing bowl, and then using your dough hook, mix on low speed and increase the speed until your dough is fully formed. I like to line a bowl with a clean tea towel and add a light dusting of brown rice flour to it. Then I'll wash my hands, take the dough out of the mixing bowl and form it into a nice ball. Put the nicest side down onto the towel-lined bowl, cover it up, and place it in your fridge for at least several hours. I like to keep mine refrigerated overnight. Then I'll preheat my Dutch oven inside my oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 to 60 minutes. During that time, remove your dough from the fridge, let it warm on the counter. Just before baking, flip the dough out of the bowl carefully and then score the bread to assist with rising. I like to use a double layer of parchment paper under my loaf. I'll put the dough inside the Dutch oven, cover with the lid, bake for 45 minutes covered, and then another 30 minutes uncovered. Next time, I'll brush it with a little olive oil before baking so it's not as pale, but it's still delicious.